You'll have a great time, they said. And then you're gonna end up with an awesome job once you graduate. Well, that's not what happened to me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be talking about my personal experiences after I've graduated. It's been a year and a month since I've graduated, and you know, life just it hasn't gone how I thought it was gonna go. You know, you graduate, you have this vision of how life is gonna be for you, and then once you know, get in it, you're just like, oh dang, this is not what I thought. But yeah, alhamdulillah for everything. I'm not complaining. I just want to share my experiences with you guys. So once I graduated, I gave myself like, you know, 2 weeks to, you know, just relax. I really wasn't trying to apply to anything like, you know, rapidly, because I thought, hey, you know, let me get a little leisure time, because once I apply for a job, I'm gonna get a job, and then I'm not gonna have this leisure time anymore. Yeah, no, that was not a good idea. But anyway, I didn't really have to look for a job, so that kind of worked out, because my senior year, the last semester, I had an internship, and the director called and said, hey, we have a summer program. If you want to work here, you can. And so from June 4th to September, like the second week of September, I didn't look for any types of jobs because I was working. And you know, it was going well, but then life happened and I had to quit that job. And so that's when I really started looking for jobs, because I'm like, hey man, I don't have any income. I was relying on my husband, and I just wanted to feel like an adult and get a job. And so I started looking at the different types of careers that people with my major had. So I'm not sure if you see my previous life update video, but I got a bachelor's degree in human development and family studies with a minor in teaching and learning. And so with that, I wanted to become a teacher, and then later go to grad school and become a guidance counselor. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I was just applying to different jobs that you could do with my major, and the reoccurring theme was experience. All of the jobs, the decent jobs, should I say, like making a decent salary, they all wanted experience. And in my head I was like, okay, how was I supposed to get this experience when I was in school? But whatever, the ones that I did at least qualify for, I just started applying. I hadn't gotten any luck, and so in November I was like, oh my god, I kind of started freaking out, because for the last 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks of September, I didn't work. All of October, I didn't work. And then November was approaching. I was just like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I started to feel like a bum. Like, I was just feeling like a sack of dirt. And I was just like, man, what am I doing with my life? And so I, again, just started applying. It got to a point where I was just applying to jobs that said bachelor's degree required. I really wanted to work somewhere that made me feel like I was utilizing my bachelor's degree. I applied for a temp agency. My mom told me, just, hey, apply for a temp agency. You never know what's gonna happen. She had a friend who went through a temp agency and got a really good job full time. And so I was like, hey, you know, ain't got no job. What's the worst that can happen? And so I did. I applied and I got a temp job for the county. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've been doing that since the 3rd week of November, and so I'm still a temp. I was gonna say unfortunately, but no, I've learned so much, like so much about working in an office and working within the court systems. And so I don't want to say unfortunately, because let's say, all right, I don't get hired full-time for the county. I can still transfer those skills to so many other office jobs. And so, hey, life is a learning lesson. Everything's about experiences. And so, yeah. Actually, one thing about the county I will say, like if I do, inshallah, get a job, like a full-time job within the county, I will feel like I wasted my life going to get an education. Reason being, 9 out of 10 of the jobs that I've seen, like the full-time jobs that I've been applying to and interviewing for within the county, only require a high school diploma. I've seen one job to work within HR that did require a bachelor's degree, and then of course like an executive assistant, blah blah. But most of the jobs, you don't even need a bachelor's degree. Like, there's people in my office, some have degrees, some don't have degrees. They're doing the exact same job, getting the exact same pay, and the exact same benefits. And it's like, it makes you feel like you literally did waste your life. Like, if you were to end up at the county, you basically wasted your life in school. Like, what did you wow, what? But what did, I don't know. What was the point? And so that is kind of where I'm at. Yes, working for the county has a lot of great benefits, like a lot of great benefits. The pay is not like anything to throw a party about, but the benefits are A1. If you were to have asked me last year in May, where do you see yourself in a year, I would have said something completely different to where I'm at now. But again, I'm very thankful for my experiences. I'm very thankful for where I'm at. So much has happened in my life, like working at this place, and so I'm thankful for it. I'm happy about it. Something I feel like people didn't tell me before I graduated was experience is literally crucial. It's so key. It's so crucial. I worked at the mall throughout college. I worked at the mall or like a bookstore, and that's just what I did. No one ever told me, hey, little fat, why don't you get a job that has something to do with your major? So once you graduate, you'll have these 1 to 3 years of experience. No one ever told me that, and I really wish that they did. So if you are watching this video and you just started college or you're in college, whatever degree you're getting, try to get like an internship or some type of part-time or full-time job, if you can handle that, that relates to your major. And even if you do switch your major sometime, hey, just find another job that has something to do with your major. So once you graduate, you're gonna have experience that hiring managers are looking for. You can check off that box once you're reading a job description, blah, 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 blah. 2 years of experience, you check it, and you're gonna have a higher chance of getting that job over someone in your same field that doesn't have that experience. No one ever told me that, so just letting you guys know. Also, something that someone did tell me, or people did tell me, was that just making connections in school is really, really, really important. I wish I made those connections in school with professors and students, and I just didn't. But again, if you're watching this video and you're in school, you better start talking to your teachers, start talking to your friends in class, or making friends in class that can transfer, you know, once you graduate. Hey man, what are you working on? Or what kind of job do you have? Hey, are they hiring? Then you can, you know, link up. Also with professors, you're gonna probably need recommendation letters for schools if you're trying to go to grad school, and for jobs. Certain jobs want you to have a recommendation letter. You can be like, hey professor, remember me? They're gonna be like, oh yeah, you always talk to me, or you're always really vocal in class. Yeah, they're gonna remember you. I don't think my teachers are gonna remember me. I didn't make the initiative, so make the initiative if you are in school. No one told me that just because you get your bachelor's degree, your first job is probably gonna pay garbage. Like, it's just gonna pay pretty much trash. Like, it doesn't, just because you get a bachelor's degree, like, just an example. So my last job at the mall, I was making $11 an hour. And I thought, oh my God, once I get a bachelor's degree, I'm gonna at least make $20, that's like the bare minimum. No, there's so many jobs in various different fields that I've seen. A bachelor's degree starts at 11, maybe 13. I think the most I've seen for a bachelor's degree with no experience, or even like a year of experience, maybe $18 an hour. And it's just like, well, excuse me, what the heck? That, oh my God, that just discouraged me so much seeing those prices. I was like, dang, man, dang, that's nothing. That's literally nothing. I will say it's something. Some people don't have a job, so if you're getting, you know, 14, 17, 18 an hour, that's a lot compared to people who don't have any type of job. Another thing no one told me about, I'm not even gonna say before I graduate, just in general, no one told me about trade schools. Don't sleep on trade schools. Don't sleep on associate's degrees. There are so many associate's degrees. One in particular that I had in mind, I believe an ultrasound technician. Once you get your 2-year degree, you can start off making like 60, 65 a year. And it's like, what? I know people with master's degrees that don't even make that. And it's like, why didn't anyone tell me HCC was all that? Why did people try and urge me to go to university as soon as I graduated high school? And yeah, no one told me. Everyone's sleeping on HCC degrees and wanted to downplay people and make them feel like they weren't worthy if they were to go to a 2-year school after high school opposed to a university. If you are in school, like high school, you're about to graduate, look into HCC. Well, I'm talking about people in Houston. Look into HCC, Houston Community College. Look into San Jac Community College. Look into Lone Star. Look into those schools and see what you can do, because university ain't all that. It ain't all that. I guess just the main thing is no one told me how hard it was going to be to get a job, a good paying job after you graduated. You have all these high hopes once you graduate, and life really isn't how it seems. I'm not the first person to do a video like that. Like when I typed it in on YouTube, there are so many people who are sharing their experiences on how life just did not add up to how they thought it was going to after university. It's just, that's a part of life. I will say, I guess your 20s is a time for you to like figure out yourself, figure out what you want to do, establish yourself within a career, and then eventually build on it. So hey man, maybe when I'm 25 I'll have something better to update you guys with. But thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment below if you feel comfortable sharing your experiences after you've graduated and what you've done to get a good job, because you know I can't tell you the amount of articles that I've read and the amount of YouTube videos that I've watched just on what you gotta do to get a really solid job after graduation. But again, thanks for watching guys. Bye.
You're driving in a family.